Hello. Let me see. I don't even know if you can hear me. I think you can hear me. I think I'm good. I don't know. It says I'm live. If I'm live, then I'm live. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to dial this thing in. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm having trouble. I'm having trouble. I don't know what it is. I might need a new microphone. It might be time for a new microphone. I don't know. I hope not. What's up, Fathom? How you doing? Can you hear me? I think I need a new microphone. I think I hear like a little twang, a little some. Is it because of this? Is it because of that? Oh, the audio is good. Oh, let me go back. Let me go back. How's this sound? How's this sound? This sounds a little churchy. It says church, church. I don't want to retire to go to microphone, but I don't know. I don't know. It might be time. Too much reverb. I know I'm playing with it. Hello, Clarice. Hello, Clarice. That's too much. Valley, TikTok, room. All right, this just says room. This just says original. Original should be good. But I still hear, I don't know if it's this or it's that. Do you know what I'm talking about though? You hear that little like extra at the end? I don't know. Maybe it's just, I think it might be this. Or maybe I'm talking so loud, it's going out, in, and blah. I need you to preach like a Southern Baptist. Can't. I can't. I can't do it. How you been, Fathom? Fathom, you wanna know what's funny, man? So, I don't know since the last time you talked to me, I am at 90% unemployable. That's something. I don't know what to do with myself, man. I need to figure some stuff out. What's up, Fleshy? How you doing, man? How you doing? Yeah, 90% unemployable. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? They said I'm all broke up. Hell yeah, bro. Almost 100. Never give up. I can't get to 100. The things that I have wrong with me will never get to 100. But they go, yeah, but you can't do nothing. You just, they never say give it. They say never give it 100. Listen, give me 1 second. Hey, no, I already let y'all out. Get out of my face, both of y'all. So, um, with the unemployable, they give me 100% of the pay because my disability, my physical disabilities. They also say that I'm mental. Anyway, I'm at the point now where I'm all into pieces. Uh, I got to figure out what to do with myself because I'm not used to not having stuff to do. I'm 90% with employable status. Yeah, you. I wish you could come and talk to my guy. I wish you could come and talk to my guy. You know, call me on the phone after this live stream. Call me on the phone after this live stream. But yeah, it's very strange. It's very strange. I don't know what to do with myself. But but since I tell you what I have been doing. I tell you what I have been doing. I have been the hell is this? What the hell? I have been working on my food stuff. You know what I'm saying? Which all that's been going good. I can't complain about that. I almost bought me new fish, which I know I shouldn't be doing. But I saw a fish on I saw a fish on Wheezy's menagerie habitat. She had a golden base flower horn, a little baby, and I was like, "Ooh, I want it," but I shouldn't get it. What I need is a 125-gallon aquarium. Now, here's my thing. I found somebody, dude. I used to work with was a retired Marine MSG, and he was 100% and worked at a job making 54 an hour. Dude divorced his wife and drove a nice BMW. Yeah. So here's the thing. What was I saying? What was I saying? So I finally found somebody that would help me get um move a 125 if I buy it or bigger. Um so I'm thinking about doing that. I'm thinking about getting me a 125 or 280. I could get me pretty much any size. But I kind of have to do something for that guy back there, that Trimac, because he's gonna get big. He's gonna get big. Um, I got a 90 coming. I definitely got a 90 coming, and uh, I don't know. I don't know what to do with myself. Like I wouldn't mind putting that Trimac and getting a female and breeding them. To be honest with you, because I can do that. I can get me a female Trimac easy like this. You know what I mean? Um, for the fun of it, you know, or just keep breeding angels. Yeah. So has anybody got any new fish lately? I need to know. Has anybody gotten any new fish lately? Hey, let me know. Can y'all hear this? Let me know. Let me know if y'all can hear this.
Ding 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 bong ding ding bong ding 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 bong ding 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 ding.
Did you hear that good? Because last time I tried it, it was very, very low. So I redid it, and I think I found out why it was so low. Let me know. Can you hear that? Was it too loud? It's loud? All right. Let me try this. All right. Tell me what it sounds like now. Is that also loud? Was that also loud? What's up, Danikin? How you doing? Was that also loud? Let me know. How you doing, Danikin? Danikin, I saw that you went live recently. Are you? I mean, I haven't seen you come across my feed. Are you gonna be going live again? Is that thumbs up because it was good? Was it a good what? A little loud? Okay, let me try this. Let me try this. Let me try it now.
Ding 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 bong ding ding bong ding 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 bong ding 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 ding.
You like it though? LOL. We've been live for a while. I haven't. You have not come across my feed. I have never. I always see your live. Like the last time I saw your live come across my feed, it was always after the fact, and it was months ago. Still kind of loud. Yeah, but is it loud because you're old? What about this?
Ugh, brother, ugh. What's that? What's that, brother?
So Joy, yeah, I got your text. When you come down, let me know. Let me know a week in advance so I can set something up. Hello, we've been live for a while, bro. I don't know why you never come across me. I just picked up some guppies from Belto, and I got Cory eggs brewing. Bro, I have never hatched out Corys. I just recently found Cory. Well, when I say recently, a year ago, Cory eggs in my tank. I know I've had Cory eggs, but I've never been able to see them. You're Indian? Indian as in from India? Dang, that. Which one? Oh, Daniken. That's right. You haven't been here for a while. So I got a Trimac. I got a something or other hybrid. I got a uh, flower horn. I got a female flower horn. I got another hybrid. I got a a red Texas fader, and I got a on the this way over here. You can't see them. A blue tie silk, right there. Yeah. So I'm getting I was just talking about. I just found somebody who has a truck and is willing to help me out to get like a 125, two something, 250, whatever. Um and yeah, so that Trimac, it's a male. I can't wait till he grows out. You want to know. I'm gonna tell you guys why I got this Trimac. I got this Trimac because, of course, you know, um, I've been doing these flower horns. So the Trimac is kind of like the original recipe. It's the original ingredient. But secondly, is I don't know if any of you guys remember King and Queen Cichlid, Scott from King and Queen Cichlid. Scott had a chancho. Um, and the chancho he had was olive green, and I remember looking at that green chancho and thinking to myself, man, I really want that chancho. He would have gave it to me if I could have gone up there and picked it up, but I'm not driving all the way to Pennsylvania for to get a fish and driving back. I mean, as much as I really wanted that chancho, that's just a lot. That's just a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not quite, ready to do that. So yeah, I miss Scott too. I talk to him every now and again. He's doing good. He's over there taking pictures of birdies and stuff. Um, but so the green of that chancho, kind of like, So I got the Trimac. I'm very happy with him. He I think he's gonna be a looker. I think he's gonna be a looker. Um, I just really want him to put about, I don't know, 6 more inches on, and I'll be happy. 6 more inches. Fish heads was so fun to shoot with him. Love that shit, man. So Daniken, I am hoping this is me right here. And for all you guys in the chat, I'm apologizing for geeking out. I don't really get to talk to Central American, South American cichlid big fish lovers that often. I mean, I know a lot of you guys enjoy them, but some people just really dig them. And I when I first got into this about 8 years ago, um, monster fish were they dominated the fish tube, right? It dominated fish tube. Everywhere you looked on fish tube was monster fish this, monster fish that, and it kind of fell out of favor. And now I think slowly you see a little bit more monster fish. They're not calling them monster fish anymore. They're just calling them cichlids. You kind of see more of those videos coming around. I'm hoping it becomes a thing. I really do hope it becomes a thing because I miss seeing these big, beautiful um, fish with all the personalities. What's up, CC? How you doing? Um, Monster fish feeders. I don't know who keeps monster fish. The- oh yeah, that's right. You do. You got those big old bichers. But I mean, you know what I'm talking about, Fathom. It's not Fathom's another one. He's got the big old bichers. It's just not as prevalent. The big cichlids anymore. And I'm be honest, with you, I miss them. I miss what's that one guy with the blue umbies? He was oh, you got lungfish too. They're gross. I can't mess with lungfish. They eat when they eat. They spit the food out. Yeah. They spit it out and then they suck it back in and they spit it out. Yeah. Can't mess with it. So yeah, they all dropped off. Um, but what was I getting at? Andy Woods. Hello YouTube. That dude, and he had the big blue umbi. I liked him. I miss that guy. Matt's Monster Fish or something just stopped posting one day, and it's been years since. You want to know the thing with Matt's Monster Fish? Um, what is a monster fish? Like, where is the cutoff? Like, are my Jacks Dempsey's monster fish, or like, do they have to be like a gar? You want to know? Okay, so that's a good question. That's a good question. Oh, you got a black nasty. Yeah, I like black nasties. So that's a good question. What is a monster fish? Um, I would I would not call a Jack Dempsey a monster fish. I would call a monster fish 10 inches and above of an aggressive cichlid. And even 10 inches is kind of like probably 12 inches and above, you know what I mean? Of an aggressive cichlid. What do you think? In the chat, what do you think? What do you think size wise? Um, what would be considered a monster fish? That dude was like growing out Arapiners for those Ohio rest. Yeah, I have history with whatever. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone. Um, him and Zach. I'm gonna leave that alone. But well, not so much Matt. Matt wasn't that bad. Matt's all right. Matt's an all right guy. Matt's all right. I would consider 10 inches and above with attitude. I don't really consider necessarily a Oscar. See, Oscars for me don't really have attitude. They're a big fish. Don't get me wrong, but as far as monster, let me see. Dovies are monsters. I have scars from the full grown male I had for like 2 months. Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't mind having me a Dovie. Listen, y'all are irritating me. Y'all need to get out of the room. Both of y'all, take a hike. Take a hike. Go ahead. Uh huh. Keep going. Get out. Go. Don't look at me. Go. Hey, get out. Dovies are fun, but they can. Well, I mean, yeah, yeah. You kind of have to. Yeah, but I'm sure you knew that when you was going in. You know what I mean? I'm sure it wasn't a surprise. You know. I still want a chancho. I ain't gonna lie to you. What's up, J Rock? I still would like to have a chancho. I really would. Let me see. A chancho, a umbi. In the chat, what would you consider as a monster fish? For me, it's 10 inches and above with attitude. But a chancho, a umbi. Oh, no, not an umbi, but a beanie eye. Not an umbi, a beanie eye. A chancho, a beanie eye. Um, a black nasty. What else? Uh, there's a multiple. The surprise was the owner abandoning the Dovi with me? How did hold on? How did an owner abandon a Dovi with you? Did they be like, "Oh, I'm going on vacation. Can you hold this fish?" And then they just like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna come pick it up." Is that what happened? Just grinding. Okay. Yep. Did you have a tank prepared for it? For it? Did you like? Did you have a tank set aside? Or was you like, yeah, I'll hold on to this fish in my 55 until you get back? Is it one of those situations, or is it like, did you have like, like a 280 set aside already, where it wasn't like you wasn't doing nothing? You had like a 280-gallon aquarium, and it was like, yeah, I ain't doing nothing with it. Come on, put the fish in there. Is that what happened, or was it Speaking of, I don't know if Fathom is still in the chat, but we're expanding our food line. Check it out. We're expanding our food line, and I think the next food, because now I have small packages, I have flakes now, I have pellets for what I would consider medium cichlids, and I'm looking to get pellets for that are like 4 millimeters, 4 millimeter pellets and up. I just had to get these because in the realm of no stroke or heart attack, keep me down, J. What? It was outside. It was a temporary pond, like for cleaning koi ponds. Damn. 6 to 10 millimeter. Yeah, I'm gonna be working on a larger pellet. Here's the thing. Here's the thing with this right here. The reason why I started with these sizes, and like I said in the chat starting, is because, like I said, um back in the day, it was all about monster fish, but now it's all about the smaller fish. So if I was going to start selling fish food, I needed to start with a size of fish food that would have the most impact. And to be honest with you, I feel like I made the right decision because the majority of my customers are going for the smaller community foods, and then they went into the flakes. You know what I mean? So um there's very few people that actually ask for large pellets. There has been you, um June, but June no longer has large fish, but of course she's gonna get some more. Um but I think I should have it. Monster fish people go through more food. I feed like, yeah, yeah, no, I get that. But the amount of orders, I go through a lot of this. But it was just the first stepping stone, is what I'm getting at. Now my next rim of the ladder would be getting into larger. I hate flakes. Here in Texas, they always stick together. And that right there, Cece, um, I I don't package my flakes until you order them. So when you get these flakes, let's say you order them today, like you and you order them today, they get packaged right before they get sent to you. So it's not like they get like that. That's just packaged there, sitting on the shelf for visual purposes. The 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 food over there it gets packaged to you the day it go, like right before it goes out to you. So it doesn't sit in a bag just get stale. You know what I mean? So I mean, yeah, I get that. I get that sticking together stuff. They don't have oxygen packages in your thing, you know? But no, Fathom, I do have access to larger pellets. They don't work to keep them not chunky. Yeah. I tell you what, CC, if you email me now, hold up. Now is that the only reason why you don't like flakes? Because I don't feed flakes unless it's for a purpose. Let's say you have like for instance, I have brine shrimp flakes. You know, if I'm growing out fry, you know what I mean. I have fry food. Like I have this fry food here, right? It works really really good for fries. Um, but you know how I am about supplementing foods. This is awesome fry food, grow out food. But you know, if I ever wanted to, and this is like a powdery thing, but I could always use the brine shrimp flakes because I hate doing brine shrimp. I hate making brine shrimp. You know what I mean? So I would 100%. The only reason my angels love flakes. Well, okay. Well, email me. Email me aquafunk00. I'll send you some samples. I'll send you some samples. I got brine shrimp. I got krill plank. It's a combination of three: krill, plankton, and shrimp. Not brine shrimp, shrimp. But I got brine shrimp, krill, plankton, and shrimp. I got spironilla flake. I got a tropical flake and an essential flake, which is kind of like a baseline. But the tropical flake has got like all the good stuff in it, all mixed up like a gumbo. The essential is kind of like you know beans, beans and rice. Tropical flake is like gumbo, beef stew type stuff. And then the spironilla flake, the PKS, and then the brine shrimp flake. So email me. I'll send you. I'll send you some samples, some free samples. That goes for anybody. If you have flakes, if you like to feed flakes, aquafunk00. Email me. I'll send you some flakes. Let me know what y'all think about it. I mean, it's not gonna be a lot of like a super whole lot, but it'll be enough for you to get an idea of if you like it or not. You know what I mean? Um, I definitely been feeding the brine shrimp flakes to my angels to fatten them up. uh, but yeah, I'm getting some bigger. I'm getting some bottom feeder pellets and some cichlid pellets. Some large bottom feeder pellets for like people who might have like some catfish, like shovel nose cats, bichers, red tail cats, stuff like that. Um, but yeah, hit me up. And I also might be changing my bags. I'm having trouble with a certain bag. That that bag in particular, that red bag, it seems to not stand up to the amount of what's up, Aqua Fury? How you doing, brother? Yeah, that red bag, my supplier for that red bag, for some reason, it's always the red bag. I seem to have problems with it not be able to handle the amount of food that's in it. So I have two options. One is I could go with a larger bag, um, uh, just chilling with my bro. Yeah, I always prefer screw top jars for fish food. All right, so I have I have small screw type jars of 1 ounce. 1 ounce for I would go with a larger jar, but I need to see how this works out first. You know what I mean? I need to see how this works out first. But for the purposes of keeping the cost down, I go with bags because the cost of the jars just brings the price up. And the whole purpose of what I do is cost savings. So, like, the entire scenario is keeping the cost as far down as possible. It's because you overpack the bags. I know. I know. Just shut your filthy, whorish mouth, Mexicali. I know. I know that. But, hey, June, how you doing? June, I was thinking about you the other day. Actually, no, yesterday. Transfer your fish food into jars. I have a couple people that transfer fish food into jars. Um, I was thinking about you the other day about how you're starting a whole new fish room. Um, the bittersweet scenario that you're going through. For those of you who don't know, June had a terrible luck recently, um, where she you know, her house caught fire and her large tanks got destroyed. Um, and you guys know she's all about that. I hope it was net. Dirty, dirty.
Oh, suki suki na.
Uh,
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
so what was that? June, you threw me off with that one. You threw me off with that one. Oh man, what was I talking about? Oh yeah. So it's I think I'm blushing. Um so yeah, I was thinking about how June is have a bittersweet scenario where she's basically starting her whole fish room over again. Um and uh luckily, you know, she was smart. June was smart. See June apparently June's insurance, they're not giving her hassle. And June thought ahead, right? So what June was doing, she was standing outside of Petco and PetSmart and all the fish stores and just standing outside by the trash cans and just grabbing receipts, right? And all the ones that were cash, she kept those and she just put that in an envelope and turned all those in to her insurance company, which was smart. It was smart how you did that, June. I like that. Just collecting random receipts. You know, you was outside the Target, Home Depot, and Lowe's and Walmart, and just grabbing receipts out the garbage. And anything paid in cash, you just kept those and you claimed that on your insurance. I love it. I love it. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing. Everybody start going through trash cans, getting cash receipts. Okay, it don't matter what it is. You know, go outside the sex shop. Were you there? Go outside the sex shop. They're gonna go ahead and get the insurance company to just pay whatever it is that whoever bought that on the receipt. They're gonna go ahead and don't even look at the receipt. Just wait till it comes back to you, and you'll be like, "Oh, they paid for this." You know what I mean? But yeah, June's getting hooked up. She's got about let me see, was it $900,000 coming to her? 900,000 plus dollars coming to her. 900,000 plus dollars coming to her. So she's gonna start a whole new fish room, and it's gonna be great. Just shy of a mil. Just shy of a mil. I submitted my receipts from the dispensary. Hey, yeah, let them pay for all that. All my weed got burnt up in the fire. The whole neighborhood was outside just loving life. Just the whole neighborhood was outside just having a good old time, just eating s'mores. Just everybody had sticks at my house and just eating s'mores with the munchies. Had a whole stash. The whole stash got burned up. Wouldn't that be something? That'd be messed up. That'd be so messed up. Terrible, terrible, terrible. I can't even believe you brought that up. I can't even. My tank is almost done cycling. Okay, Whitetail. Let's get into Whitetail. Whitetail. What size tank? And where are we on the cycle? Where's your ammonia? Where's your nitrite? And where's your nitrate? What size tank? How long has it been up? You are actually pretty close to what the total bill will be. Crazy in California. That's because I'm always right sometimes. Whitetail, you've been telling us about this tank for the longest. We need to know size. We need to know how long it's been put up. We need to know your ammonia level, your nitrite level, and your nitrate level. Give it to us. Give it to us, brother. Give it to us. Let us know. Everybody's excited for you. Okay, we all feel like we've been on this journey with you. All right? Everybody feels invested in your aquarium. So come on. You can't leave us there hanging out there like that. A 68 gallon, the nitrites are just starting to go up. It's been cycling for a week, and the ammonia is at 0.25. .25 on the upstroke. You said it's been for a week, right? So the ammonia is on the going up, right? It was a 0 last week. And the ammonia is going. Did you put any additives in there? You put fish in there? Did you put a old thing in there? The old what's the word I'm looking for, everybody? Because you know I can't talk sometimes. The old come on, put it in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. This is how Puerto Ricans talk. We'll run into words we can't say, and we go. It's going down. It started at 4 ppm. Now it's less than 1. No fish or anything. A 68 gallon and ammonia is going down. Did you put an additive in there? Did you put something in there? I'm not complaining. Fish poop juice. Thank you. Thank you so much. Fish poop juice. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. Did you put like some Fritz 7 or fish poop juice? Ammonia, that's it. Okay, so you started with ammonia. All right. So you're starting natural. I like it. You're starting natural. A week for your ammonia to come up and come down, that's okay. All right. Let us know. Keep us informed. I'm glad you're doing it. I'm glad you're doing it the long way. I really am, Whitetail. I am very glad you are doing it the long way. It's going to pay off in the future. You're gonna be a better fish keeper doing it this way. Because you're gonna know the next time you have a problem. Let me ask you a question, Whitetail. Has your aquarium gotten milky white and then disappeared already? Have you know? Not every tank does that. Not every tank, when they start to cycle, gets white and then disappears. Sometimes it stays clear the whole way through. But a lot of times, the aquarium will get milky white, and then one day you'll wake up and it'll be completely clear. Did that happen to you? Has that happened to you? It did for a few days, but now it's a little clearer. There you go. Whitetail, your second tank will be easier and faster. I'm glad you're doing it this way, Whitetail. Makes me very happy. Very proud of you, little young man. Very proud of you, young man. You're gonna know a lot more than a lot of older people that's gonna do it the cheaty way. You're gonna be able to tell them, oh no, this is what's happening to your tank. They're gonna be like, I don't know what's wrong with my tank. My tank is white. I don't know why. And you're gonna be like, hold my root beer, and you're gonna tell them what's wrong with it. You're gonna know because you went through it. It's an ammonia. It's a bloom. You leave it alone. You know what I mean? Let it run its course. It'll go away. You need to build up your beneficial bacteria. Is what you need to do. You're gonna know. Very proud of you, young man. Very, very proud. Happy to hear that. Very happy to hear that. What kind of fish have you decided on this week? You got a lot of options with a 68 gallon. 68 gallons is a very strange dimension of an aquarium. But my mom let me spend $20 at Target last week and whatever I wanted. So I used the money to buy 7 2-liters of Dr. Pepper. You're a wild, wild man. That's what you are, Whitetail. You're a wild boy. What fish have you decided on this week you're going to put in there? Like I said, 68 gallons is a very strange dimension of gallons to put. Is it like a bow front or something like that? Bow fronts usually come excellent choice of beverage. Dr. Pepper. I haven't had a Dr. Pepper in forever. I can't remember the last time I had a Dr. Pepper. What would you suggest Whitetail put in a 68 gallons? Put it in the chat. What do you suggest? Now, I'm afraid to do this because Whitetail, he's very flippity-floppity with what he wants from week to week. Once he gets a fish in there, he's going to be locked in. But until he gets a fish in there, what do you think? Last time I talked to him, it was like, oh, damn, I don't remember. Electric Blue Acara. That's right. Electric Blue Acara. Yeah. You had a nice little selection last time I talked to you, though. I think I remember that. I know Electric Blue Acara was one of them. What's up, Jacob? Jacob, how you doing? Hey, Jacob, what is the common name of that fish you just wrote there? One Electric Blue Acara, 6 leopard cories, 1 bristlenose pleco, 6 cherry barbs, and maybe a rainbow cichlid. And what else? You got a whole 68 gallons. What else you gonna put in? Well, just start with that. That's a good start. Oh yeah, so is that what it is? Let me see. Hold on, wait. What'd you say it was? It's good luck finding da 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 da. It's a Oscar that you want to be less than 40. The tank is okay. So what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Anyway, that's a good start, man. I ain't gonna lie. You're gonna end up putting more fish in there, which is cool. But you gonna end up putting more fish in there. And as for Fathom, those pink tail thingies, those are kind of cool ass fish. I ain't gonna lie to you. I didn't think they were as colorful as they was until I saw them in real life at Consolidated. I was like, oh, I'd get me some of those. I'm a big fan of rainbow cichlids too. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm a huge fan of rainbow cichlids. Yep. Yep, 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 yep. I really like rainbows. One of my favorite cichlids. All right, now I gotta find out what this Oscar looks like. Y'all are killing me with this crap. MIKOLJ. No, not email. I want email. I want googly. I want the googly. I want the googly. Because sometimes people put names in a thing, and I've seen them before, but I don't realize that I've seen them before. You know what I mean? So let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Especially with the Oscars. Lately, the Oscars have been coming out with some crazy, crazy stuff. And I can't keep up. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Now, what is the claim to fame to this Oscar? Let me know. What is the claim to fame to this Oscar? The long fin Oscars are what I'm looking for. You know what? So, June, I actually didn't even call you because I wouldn't even approve of these Oscars. Some long fin Oscars, albino tigers came into the shop. And I was gonna give you a call, but I was like, I'm not impressed with these, so I didn't even bother calling you. I was gonna hit you up from your email, but I wasn't impressed with them at all. Neon pink glow Oscars. I was actually playing around at the last Aquashella with the glow fish people, and I was like, "When y'all coming out with the glow Oscar? Don't act like you ain't trying." And he was like, hi, hi. He was like, he didn't want to say anything. He was like, hamana, 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 hamana. And I was like, bro, when you cut, I know you can. How far are you into the project of the glow Oscars? Like, what's the timeline? He's like, and he just didn't want to say. Like he was real shut mouth. He wouldn't say anything. And I'm like, yeah. It's on the menu. I know it's on the menu. Yeah. Yeah, Fathom. It was like he was like, I can't say anything. I can't talk about it. The neon green glow angel should be hitting stores this week. You want to know the truth though? I have never had a glow angel. I'm not. I don't hate the glow angels. I don't hate them. I don't. I I don't. They don't do it for me. They don't do it for me. I don't know what it is. Like I was looking at Jose's from Joy of Fishkeeping. He has the glow angel. I was laughed at when I asked about the glow angels, about the glow Oscars. Yeah, he was laughed at because they had to, they was like, oh, I can't say. I want to say, but I can't say. Um, I just I can't. I just can't bring myself to getting a glow Oscar. I mean, a glow angel. I've had other glowfish out of curiosity, but something about the glow angels. I would much rather have, when it comes to Oscars, I much have a ruby red tiger, albino tiger Oscar is what I'd rather have. Funk, look up blue tongue skink. Everybody in my family thinks they're gross. I want to see your reaction. So here's something you don't know about me, Whitetail. The way I got into aquariums is I used to be the reptile manager at a local fish store. So I'm very familiar with blue tongue skinks. I've seen a lot of them. I've never owned a blue tail skink because I'm not a big skink guy. I never was. I think it's because they don't really have a defined neck. And there's, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. But I know exactly what a blue tongue skink looks like. They look like a skink with a blue tongue. Large, but yeah, I've had them. I don't know. I've never been into. I like monitors and large, like the boas and the pythons, but large reptiles, monitor lizards, Niles. I've had some savannas. I've had Niles. I've had anacondas. I've had burns. I've had true red-tailed boas. My mom calls them big scary potato. You know what? A potato is not a bad name to call that skink. A blue tongue potato lizard. Yeah, constrictors are my favorite. If I was 20 years younger, a tegu, like a gold tegu or a black and white tegu. I had a gold tegu, a black and gold tegu, or a gold tegu. They're illegal here in Florida. The gold tegus. I had one. Those are cool. Those are cool little monitor type lizards. I like them. But my favorite is the Savannah and the Nile. The Nile being my ultimate favorite, and the Savannah coming in second. Um, Let me let these dogs out. They're pissing me off. Whatever. All right, who's going out first? I tell you what though, my mom won't let me get snakes, but as soon as I can, I know exactly what kind I would get. What kind would you get? I tell you what. You might end up seeing in this fish room someday would be a panther chameleon. I've always wanted a panther chameleon. I bred veil chameleons, but I've always wanted a panther chameleon. But yeah, I wouldn't mind having a panther chameleon. I ain't gonna lie to you. Pastel ball python. I had a lot of. I was never really a big ball python guy. I've had ball pythons, um, but I was never really a huge ball python guy. My favorite snake was my jungle carpet. It was a it was a it was a crossbreed between a jungle carpet python and a diamond python. Um, it was a crossbreed. Um, that was my favorite python. It was a beautiful lime yellow type color and black. Favorite python I ever had. And then I had a true red-tailed boa. His name was Macho. Never named my python though. Never named it. My Savannah that I had for the longest, his name was Petey. I liked him. I had a bunch of other stuff. I had an anaconda. It always bit me a lot. I could never get it out of biting me. But yeah. But yeah, I used to be. I started out in reptiles. Started out in reptiles. When I get a blue tongue skink, I'm gonna to name it. What the hell? I have no idea what you're talking about, Whitetail. You're gonna name the. You're gonna name your. You're gonna name your skink. Name it. No, don't name it Jason. Name it Jacob. Name it Jacob. Blue tongue skink Jacob. That's what you need to name it. Jacob the blue tongue skink. That's a name. That's a good name. That's a good name if I ever heard of a name for a skink. That's a good one. That's a solid name. You know what I mean? Oh, Whitetail, you got a sub. No, you can't name it Jenny from Forrest Gump. Look, listen, hold on. I got gripes against Jenny from Forrest Gump. I ain't gonna lie to you. Whitetail, you might be a little too young to realize what was going on with Jenny, the prettiest name in the whole wide world. But here's my problem with Jenny. She strung Forrest along. When she needed somebody to lean up against and to take care of her, oh, she went ahead and just, Forrest, run, Forrest, run. She went to Forrest. But then, when she was good, she went ahead and ran off and lived her best life. And then what happened to her? She caught the HIV. And then what she wanted to do? She wanted to run back to Forrest. Nah. You name all your Oscars Oscar? Y'all know how I name my fish. I never started naming my fish, but you know how I name my fish. I got a formula to how I name my fish. Yeah. Yeah. She was a skink. Yeah. Yeah. Jenny was a little party girl. And whenever she was done partying, she went to Forest. And then when she was ready to party again, she went ahead and ran off partying. And then when she was done partying, she ran to Forest. And then when she was like, oh, my party days are over. Let me go back to Forest. Who is that? Whitetail, you are telling me these names like I know who they are. Why don't you name him Macho Man Randy Savage, Jimmy Superfly Snicker? That's a good strong American name. Jimmy Superfly Snicker or Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh, the guitarist from Megadeth. How did I not remember? Mexicali, what? Listen, everybody in the chat. Let me tell you know what right now? You know what y'all sound like to me talking all this stuff? Right now, that's what I hear when y'all giving me all these names and stuff. Y'all giving me all these names. I have no idea what the hell y'all talking about. I think it's Funk's favorite. I love that song. That song makes me happy. That song makes me happy. You know what I'm saying? You want to know another song that makes you happy? Listen to this.
Ding 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 bong ding ding bong ding 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 bong ding 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 ding.
Those songs, that just makes me happy. I just get happy when I hear that. How can that not make you happy? You know what I mean? How did I not make you happy? Does that put a thumbs up in the chat if that didn't make you happy? It had to make you happy. My rainbow cichlid will be called. I don't know who that is, man. Y'all keep saying people's names. I don't know what the hell y'all talking about. Oh, of course, the guitarist from Black Sabbath. Duh. Brain fart. All right, let me switch dogs. All right. What about me would make y'all think I would know who these people are? Huh? What in my history of you guys knowing me would whatever leads you to assume that I would know who these people are? You know what I mean? Do you know the Ozzy Osbournes they were in the same band? I mean, I know who the Osbournes are. I know who Ozzy Osbourne is. That was bad. Oh, what can I give you? What can I give you? Oh, I don't have one for you right now. I need to make one. I'll make this because you told a joke. You told a funny.
Ding 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 bong ding ding bong ding 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 bong ding 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 ding.
I need to come up. So Randy Rose is a wrestler. Yeah, he's a wrestler, right? Never really watched a whole lot of wrestling when he was, you know what I mean? But there was certain characters that I liked. You know what I mean? There were certain characters that I liked. I'd never really. The problem what I had with wrestling is I knew it was fake. Even as a child, I knew it was fake. You want to know how I knew it was fake? Because I had an uncle. That's Rusty Rhodes. Randy Rhodes? No, I don't know who the hell Randy Rhodes is. Who's Randy Rhodes? Who's Randy Rhodes? Why you think it's funny? You think it's funny? You think it's
Oh, you thought he was acting? Or you think I'm not real? Oh, I'm real. Real to real. When you're sick with fame like him, you need people like me to keep you laughing. So when the lady left with everything, I said, why so serious? Just take 2 Ambien. Those are good for the nightmare.
So you laugh. Everybody thinks it's so funny. Hee hee ha ha giggle giggle. Because I don't know who the hell Rusty Trombone is.
Ugh. Brother, ugh. What's that? What's that, brother?
So everybody thinks it's funny, right? Because I don't know who Rusty Trombones is. But what about me would make you think I would know who these people are? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, why would you think I know who the names of the people who actually play in these bands? Don't look that up. He probably wouldn't have until you said something. Oh, man. He would have just left it alone, but you're going to have to go ahead and put that. You did that one, Mexicali. I'm gonna let you know right now. in the Puerto Rican community in my day, no, Ozzy Osbourne and uh uh the rusty guy or dusty guy, whoever, and Megadeth was not in my. They might have been around in my. How old do you think I am? What is my day anyway? What's my day? Where was Ozzy Osbourne? So let me tell you what my day was. My day, when you say my day was like, you know, Kid and Play and Black Sheep and let me see who else. I mean, there was a whole bunch of people. It was like uh Daz Effects and but notice the names I'm putting out there and the genre. You know what I mean? You'd say I'm between 30 and 45. And you in between 30 was back in my day. So you're saying that people who are 30 years old should know who these people are. You got to figure people who are 30 years old, they didn't start listening to me. Yeah, I didn't listen to a whole lot of. So people who are 30 years old, they didn't really start listening to music and knowing who what was until they was probably, I don't know, maybe in their young teens to really start appreciating music. So that would probably that means they was 15 or so. Are you saying 15 years ago? I listened to nursery rhymes. Mm-hmm. 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 I'm you know what? I'm coming up. I'm gonna have a little I'm gonna have a little recording just for Weisenheimers like you and Mexicali and I'm gonna get a pre-recorded message just for Weisenheimers. Just for Weisenheimers. Whitetail. You think I'm between 30 and 45 years old, huh? What if I told you was wrong? What if I told you was completely wrong? How old do you think I would be if I told you was wrong about that age? How old would you change the number? If I told you was wrong, if I told you was dead wrong, would you change the number and what would you change it to? Think about how immature I am. Because I'm immature. I'm immature as hell. So if I am 30 or 45 years old, how old is Mexicali? How old would Mexicali be? He'd be around 72, right? Mexicali is like 72, maybe 68 to 72, around there, right? Late 60s, early 70s, something like that. You think? I think. I don't know. Mexicali looks like the guy that does the voice of Dutch Von der. Who the heck? I don't know who Dutch Von der Linden, the Red Dead. Red, Redemption 2. One of the numbers you said is my actual age. 68 or 72. I think you might be dyslexic. I think Overly Oscars is 27. Overly Oscars mixed, she's dyslexic. She's 27. If you went backwards. Hey, Whitetail, go to Mexicali's channel and look at his leathery, sun beaten, wrinkly, saddle like face, and tell me how old you think he is. Aged like an old wallet, like an old belt. Back when they didn't even when it was called a strap. You know what I mean? They didn't even call it belts back then. They just called it a strap. My hubby he said he's 19. Mark not the flyer, not fliller, Mark Knapafuller, Knopfler, Mark Knopfler, Knopfler, Dire Straits. Man, you're gonna make me break this damn button is what you're gonna make me do. This button's gonna get wore the hell out. I just got this thing. You're gonna make me wear this damn button out. So of course we took his brandy away. Can't take the man's brandy away. Of course I know who Eric Clapton is. I was in the Army. You put that Eric Clapton song, that California song, and all the white people stop what they're doing and start singing that shit. Is it Eric Clapton who sang that song? The California hotel. Welcome to the Hotel California. That was him, right? When I was in the Army, let that song come on. Everybody with no melanin just stops what they're doing and just everybody harmonizes. Welcome to the Hotel California. And they all act like they're playing the guitar. They actually lip the guitar sound. Ding 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 ding, like they're playing it. Then you should have known all the other ones. That's the Eagles? I don't know. I don't know who these people are. I don't know. Eric, you can play that guitar. I bet you can play that song on the guitar. But I like the damn song anyway. I don't care. You want to know what song was big when I was in the Army? No Limit Soldiers. Nah, 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 nah. Let me hear you saying, We used to play that before every mission. When we was in Bosnia, when we was going on every mission, we used to play, nah, 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 from No Limit Soldier. No Limit Soldier. The cats keep getting in your weed tray. Damn it. Don't you gotta get, hold on, wait. Isn't catnip the same as cat weed? Doesn't it get them high? Catnip, Lou, stuff it's supposed to get them high. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's what we used to listen. The microwave oven. What the hell are you talking about? A microwave oven? They're stealing your weed. Oh yeah, I like mystical. Where do you see? Where do you see my air? Where do you see my air? Can't say it. You can't say the word. I can't say the word. I like mystical too. He's my favorite out of the whole bunch. Mystical. But no, I don't know who any of those people are between Mexican. You know what? Mexicali and whitetail. Whenever whitetail gets old enough to have walk into a place that serves beverages, I just dropped off Auntie K and Cam's. Oh, did you? You got in touch with Auntie K? That's what's up. That's what's up. Good. Good. Oh, hold up. Hey, you better send me the damn whatchamacallit link. Send me the link. I ain't playing with you. Don't make me have to cuss you out. I will cuss you out over the phone, woman. Worman. I will cuss you out. Send me the amount. Don't play with me, man. Don't play with me, man. Layla. Teresa. Sandra. Erica. Renee. I need an around the way girl. Around the way girl. That's the one for me. She's the only one for me. Is that what we're doing? We're just naming females' names? Yeah. Oh, June, I had to call her up. I was like, yo, I don't know if that flower horn is going to stay in your shot. I was telling her. Do you know that song Funk can play that Around the Way Girl from LL Cool J? So June, I watched her live stream and she had that gold base, and I had to call up immediately. I was like, oh snap. I might have to get that one. Then I started thinking, I was like, I don't need no more fish right now until I get bigger tanks. I got a 90 coming to switch out that 40 breeder. I'm gonna put a 90 there. This 33 long, I'm gonna end up putting a 125 or a 2 something there. That's right here. Um, those tanks over there, I'm putting those bigger tanks. So basically, slowly but surely, I'm not getting more tanks. I'm gonna keep the same amount of tanks. I'm just increasing the size of the tanks. The gold base was sweet. Reminds me of the fireman's dream. I need to see that fire. Let me see the fireman's dream flower horn cichlid. Let me see that because I heard her say something to you about that. Okay, here we go. Let's see what's up. Funk, do you know Metallica, Dave Mustaine was in Metallica? Well, because you wrote Funk, do you know Metallica, Dave Mustaine was in? I know he was in Metallica because you implied it in the question. Oh, you want to know what that looks like? That looks like a super red Texas with the hump on his head. That's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. That's a pretty fish though. Yeah. I can see where you're talking about how the gold base looks like that. Yeah, so yeah, you wrote it in there, the Metallica part. See where it says Metallica there and then Metallica there? So yeah, I knew that from um uh deductive reasoning. I'm gonna tell you what though. I'm gonna tell you what. Do you know Metallica's song though? I know I've heard it. I've heard Metallica songs. I know that there's a song called Sandman, right? Because again, I was in the army. Um, and there was another song called Enter Something, Enter the Dragon. I don't know, Enter something. Enter the enter the enter the Enter Sandman? Yeah, I don't know. Ooh, you got an advance payment? Oh snap. Isn't there a song called like Enters the Dragon or something? Enter somebody. Enter Sandman? Is that what it's called? Enter Sandman? Look, man, hold up. First of all, you only 13 years old. What are you listening to all these old groups for? Huh? Don't you know anything current? Isn't there any groups that are new that you know? Be rating your parents' record collection or tape CD collection, putting it in your game console. The hell? It's good music. I'm not gonna listen to Taylor Swift all day. I have records, not favorite. It rest in peace. So, who is your favorite? Okay, everybody in the chat, put down who is your favorite singer slash group of all time. Who is your favorite singer slash group of all time? And some guys, Megadeth, and some people may not be able to do just one. So do one to three, your top three. I'm gonna tell you right now, all my favorite singers are dead. They're all dead. They're all rappers. Old Dirty Bastard, Big Pun, and Tupac. And all their orders switch. Tupac is probably my number one, then Old Dirty Bastard, then Big Pun, or maybe sometimes it's Old Dirty Bastard, then Tupac, then Big Pun. They all switch. Biggie, Suicide Boys. Why does that not surprise me? Jacob, Jacob, why, when you say that, I think to myself, that, yep, that probably. Dang, now I got Big Pun song stuck up my head. Yeah. Little brown hairs everywhere. You nasty pun, I don't care. Gangstar. Oh, Guru. Yeah, Guru from Gangstar. They were awesome. Guru. There was a lot of good groups back then. There's a lot, so many. I even like Lost Boys. Renee is one of my favorite songs from Lost Boys. I know Whitetail's like, I don't know who big 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 who? Big big poon? Big poon? Tupac? Odab? Who's Odab? 93? Yeah. Megadeth, Black Sabbath, Pantera. You just a dark, dark young man, ain't you? You know who Tupac is? Name one Tupac song. Don't be Googling stuff. To this day, Dear Mama makes me cry. I can't wait to get bark collars. Brenda's got a baby. I can't wait to get bark collars. Here's the funny thing though. Y'all think I'm gonna get bark collars for my 2 dogs, right? No, I'm not getting 2 bark collars. I'm getting 5 bark collars. 1 bark collar for Rosie, 1 bark collar for the other dog, 1 for Maida, 1 for Mia, and 1 for Olivia. Everybody in the house is gonna get a bark collar. I'm not gonna get one, but everybody else is getting a bark collar. Nobody wants to put down their favorite bands or singers except for Jacob, who wants Suicide Boys, and Whitetail Gamer, who is a very dark, sad individual. You know what you should do, Whitetail? Try to guess my favorite song from each one. What makes you know? What makes you think I would know any songs from any of them? But you want to know something? What was I saying? What was I about to say? Oh, you're gonna make me press the button, man. They make all their music and own all of it. Pink Floyd, Michael Jackson are my favorites. I'm not a Michael Jackson fan. I'm not gonna, you want to know something? Here's something funny about Pink Floyd, though. Pink Floyd. I do know. I do tell you this. Okay, but first of all, remind me to tell you about Pink Floyd. But Whitetail, I remember what I was going to tell you. You need to grow your hair out and get yourself some spandex and some cut up stuff and some moccasins and some hairspray and grow your hair out and do the hair metal bands like back in the day. You want to talk about back in my day? Because I remember what those bands looked like. I remember what those bands look like. Bruno Mars, Eminem, and Queen. Okay. Have a cigar. Have a cigar. I don't smoke cigars. I like your selection, Mexicali. I gotta admit, it's a very eclectic selection. If I make a metal band, it will be trash metal or groove metal. I didn't know those things existed. It's a Pink Floyd song. Okay. Okay, I just bought some cool plecos from Ross Baltimore. Oh, that's what's up. Black label. Whitetail. I'm gonna guess Pantera, Cowboy from Hell, Megadeth, Symphony of Destruction, and Ride the Lightning. Okay, yeah, I'm going with what she said. I'm going with what she said. So when my mom hooked up with my stepfather, Howard, right? Howard's a white guy. His name was Howard. Yeah, it's true. A white guy named Howard. So he thought, I don't know what he thought, but me and my brother are Puerto Ricans from Brooklyn. And he thought it'd be cool if he introduced me and my brother to his music, which his music was the same Walk Holy Wars and Sweet Leaf. Howard the Duck. Yeah, nobody can be. So he tried to assimilate us into his world. Now listen to this. Listen to this. Everybody got to stop what you're doing and you got to listen. Oh, I forgot. Oh, Wheezy. I forgot to.
Oh, suki now.
So he tried to assimilate two little Brooklyn Puerto Rican kids into his world. So he had all these records and a record player. And he wanted to show us and teach us his ways and try and make us little hymns. He gave two little Puerto Rican boys from Brooklyn a record player and records. And two records that I remember distinctly was Pink Floyd with one of those balloons where it had a balloon. Well, it was three records. It was three. One had a balloon on it. That was Led Zeppelin. I don't know. Was it Pink Floyd? Yeah. All right. Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin, and Aerosmith. Those were the three. I remember now. Those were the three. Pink Floyd, Aerosmith, and Led Zeppelin. Those are the. I feel better spending hundreds of dollars. Yeah. Hey, if you need help, hit. I'll help you. I'll help you, June. Yeah. So he had those three records, right? And he gave it to us. He gave us records and a record player. He gave two Brooklyn kids, Puerto Rican Brooklyn kids, a record player and three records that he really, really liked. I don't know what the hell he was thinking because we squeaky, 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 squeak, squeak, squeaky, squeak, squeaky, squeaky, squeak, squeak, squeaky, squeak, squeaky, squeaky. He got so mad. We scratched the hell out of them things. What's up? White guy named Howard. No way. Yeah, he got so pissed at us. What are you doing? I can't find these records anymore. We're like, what else are we supposed to do with a record player? That's what record players are for. You don't give us records in a record player. We did what they were made for. Scratching on the ones. We didn't have twos. We only had one record player. It was scratching on the ones. He was pissed. I was like, what's so funny? What's the problem? That's what you're supposed to do. We're practicing. We're going to be DJs. Put the needle on the record. Put the needle on the record and just jam. I don't see the problem. I don't know why he was so pissed off. Yeah, it was Aerosmith, Toys in the Closet. I remember that. I remember the name of that one. And then it was The Wall. Because I remember the pictures on the thing. And the balloon, the Led Zeppelin balloon. Dang, dude. Do that with the old ass Christmas music, not with the classics. Hey, look, man. We were kids from Brooklyn, and that's all we knew that record players were for. C-Funk, back in your day, record players were normal. Back in my day. You know what? I don't want to hear back in my day because I don't even know what the heck those people are you talking about from back in my day. Pink Floyd, The Wall is fantastic. Well, it sounded awesome when you went. That's what it sounded good. It sounded good doing that. I know that much. I know that. It sounded awesome. You're right. It was fantastic. Skeet, 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 skeet. Skeet, skeet, skeet. It was. This is quite the clip. The best music. It sounded awesome. It sounded old. No wonder the dude was pissed. He shouldn't have gave us a damn record and record players. Y'all have a good day. Gotta work. I'll be. Hey, find some other music to play. I don't think you should be listening to Suicide Boys. That's bad. It just puts bad juju in your head, man. Just puts all kinds of bad stuff in your head. What June say? What June say? The best. It sounded awesome. It sounded awesome. Skeet, skeet. Anyway, that was my story. That was my introduction to that type of music. That was the first time we really heard that type of music. Is when my stepfather thought he was gonna be like, let me make these two little Spanish boys hip to what real music is. Here you go. Your education in real music begins now. I said, okay. Dark Side of the Moon was legit. I don't think we had that one. I don't know what that would sound like. You have like 25 clips of me. I mean, just random funny things. Oh man. Okay. You're welcome. You're welcome. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for your pleasure. That's what I'm here for.
Oh, you thought he was acting? Or you think I'm not real? Oh, I'm real. Real to real. When you're sick with fame like him, you need people like me to keep you laughing. So when the lady left with everything, I said, why so serious? Just take 2 Ambien. Those are good for the nightmare.
Oh man. Those little Spanish boys. He was a great homer. What? Who's a great homer? Homer Simpson? I don't know what you guys are talking about sometimes. He was a great homer. Do you remember you saying AQUA FUNK isn't one of your recent videos? Decor. 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 Did I say decor? I think decor is a very pretentious word. I think it's very pretentious. Just say decorations. Everybody gonna say stuff. You're gonna be talking all ghetto-y. Everybody talks all normal and stuff. And they be like, yeah, this fish tank looks cool and it's awesome. And it's got cool fish in it and the fish are cool. It's just decor. And it's cool. Let's see what Weezy has to say. She wrote a paragraph. I can see you with an old school boombox. I had one, a Panasonic. I had a Panasonic boombox. I wish my father-in-law got one. And I'm telling you, I'm going to take it from him one of these days. Walking with a... I did have Adidas. Shell toe, mid-top Adidas. My Adidas. Yeah, I did. So I had a big super fat marker for when I used to write on walls and stuff. We had the cardboard boxes from the refrigerators, and we put that on the floor for when we used to do breakdancing. You know, like Turbo and Ozone. You know, I used to do real good head spins. I used to be real good at head spins. You know what I mean? Windmills. They were called windmills. I used to be real good at that. I used to have Skelly tops, bottle cap. A lot of y'all don't know about Skelly. Y'all don't know nothing about Skelly. Back in the day, we used to get bottle caps, right? Like bottle caps like this, but smaller. or you can use these, and we get wax, and we put the wax in there, and we play skelly. It was a smaller bottle cap, like you know what I mean, like a bottle cap about this big, right? And the way you play skelly is, I guess it's like marbles. You know, you just and you try and knock other people's caps out, and when you had a good cap, you kept it. So we would keep our skelly caps in our pocket. I can see that. Yeah, I had that. I had me a hoodie, so you put the hoodie on and do your little spin with stupid speak. Stupid speak check. Oh, Homer. Okay, I see. Spell check. And green beans are the best ones. All right. I'm outside. Wi-Fi is iffy. Pumpkin like. Oh yeah. Electric Boogaloo, Turbo and Ozone style. Green beans is my favorite ones. Do I remember saying green beans? Green beans? What, like ever in my life? Did I ever say green beans? I don't remember saying green beans. What in, why would I say green beans? Just randomly just say green beans. Funk, did you carry around cardboard to break dance on? We had cardboard in our house that we kept, a special piece of cardboard. Like when you had a good piece of cardboard, you kept it. You know what I mean? Because it had to be big enough to do that. Because listen, not everybody had enough money to get a new refrigerator every day. So whenever somebody had a refrigerator or they bought something where it was a big piece of cardboard, you kept it because you never know when somebody when you was gonna not have a piece of cardboard. So we kept it. We saved it. Remembering them days too poor for marbles. I said, you said an angelfish would eat green beans if you put it in a tank. Did I? Did I say that? I would imagine if you kept an angelfish hungry enough and you boiled a green bean and you kind of did like this, they would eat at it. Yeah. You would have to make them hungry enough though. You know, they're not just gonna, you know, they want meat. You gotta remember, listen, damn it. Let me explain something to you. Let me explain something. You're asking me if I remember when I said this and I said that and I said this, that, and the other. I don't remember what I said 2 seconds ago. Listen. You asking me if I remember if I said this and I said that and I said this. I don't remember what I said 2 seconds ago. Listen. I don't remember nothing, man. It's in one of my angels. You know what I mean? I don't remember. I mean, you feed them green beans to help them flush their system out. You gotta give them fiber because they all constipated. Peas, green beans, peas is better. But I don't know where you're coming at with this. What if I said it? I said it. I agree. I will trust that I did say it if you remember me saying it. I know of a bunch of reasons why you would want to try and feed your angelfish green beans. But what are you getting at? Where are we talking about here? Why would it be important that I said it? Okay, let's say I did remember saying it. Yes, I remember saying it. Next, you go. walk down the street and scream green beans now that you get okay, okay, hold up. And when you went to a gas station bathroom and you didn't want to talk about, yeah, I remember that, kind of. I remember a video where I went into a gas station bathroom. I didn't want to talk about it. I remember that. That's an old video, man. You watching some old videos. I remember I didn't want to talk about it. And I still don't. I've erased it from my memory. You know what I mean? To save my soul from being scarred from the memory of that, I've buried it deep down in my psyche. Thank you for bringing it back up. Thank you for bringing it back up. Can you please leave super chats for my therapy session that Whitetail has brought back to the surface? I thought it was peas. I just noticed your forearm looks bigger than your head. When it's right here, yeah, it looks bigger than my head. But when it's back here, that's the magic of cinema. Whoop. Whoop. That's why when you see people who catch fish, they hold it out like this. Because it makes it look bigger. And that's why they manscape, because it looks bigger. But yeah, that's when I hold it up to the camera and I do like this, and then I do like this, and then I do like this. That's why it looks bigger. My head looks pretty big. The forearm from boom boxes, yeah. Gas station bathrooms are awful. I can't do it. You just clip something again. You just clip something again. I don't know what you clip. Okay. You needed to laugh. You needed to laugh. You glad you're here?
Oh, you thought he was acting? Or you think I'm not real? Oh, I'm real. Real to real. When you're sick with fame like him, you need people like me to keep you laughing. So when the lady left with everything, I said, why so serious? Just take 2 Ambien. Those are good for the nightmare.
Yeah. I'm glad I can make you laugh, June. I'm glad I can make people happy. I ain't gonna lie to you. So let me tell you something. There are many times where I wanted to like never go live again. There are many times, and I'm gonna be 100% honest with y'all. I'm gonna be 100% honest with y'all. Y'all ready for some real honesty? And it's gonna kind of change the mood of this live stream, but don't be discouraged because I'm about to Debbie Downer this whole live stream, because at the end I got something positive to say. All right, Funk, you're very entertaining. Never know what you're gonna say. I don't know what I'm saying next either. It's a surprise to me too. Most of the time when I say stuff, literally as soon as I say it, I'll be like, I can't believe I just said that. That don't even make no sense. Why would I do that? That's stupid. That was a stupid thing to say. I ought to be ashamed of myself. But I'm not. I'm too old. I've done too much stuff. I got zero shame anymore to be ashamed of myself. But I know I should be. But I'm not. But I should be. But I'm not. That's the best. But no, seriously though, there were many times where I was like, I ain't going live no more. Because I would go into like other people's lives, right? And I would see, Funk, can I tell you my dad, Kurt Cobain joke? I actually like Nirvana. I like Nirvana. I do like Nirvana. I do like Nirvana. I do like that band. So yes, tell me a Kurt Cobain joke, please. Your honest life is funny. That's sad. That's sad. My honest life sucks. But I'm glad you think it's funny. Um, so here's the deal. I've been live streaming for a long time now. In fact, to be 100% honest with you, Aquarium Cop is kind of like, in my opinion, like what was the last thing that was going through Kurt Cobain's mind when he died? I remember this. I forgot. Was it like a it was like buckshot, a slug. Yeah, a slug. It was something like that. His teeth. That's so foul. That's so foul. That's messed up. That's terrible. Can't believe you would say that about Kurt Cobain. He did Teen Spirit, man. Smells like Teen Spirit. I bet you smell like Teen Spirit, and Teen Spirit does not smell good at all. I'm gonna let you know right now. Teen Spirit smells like a middle school gym locker room gym, boys locker room gym. That's what Teen Spirit smells like. Dad told me that joke. So me and Aquarium Cop went live a long time ago. And he kind of inspired a lot of me to go live. And then it was Biggs, the fish whisperer, the pleca whisperer. He went live. Those two, they went live, right? So I remember me, Rob 93, and Andy from Andy's Angels. It was three of us, and we kind of all came on the scene about the same time. And we all kind of became friends. And we would talk on the phone on three-way, and we would just be cracking up each other. Like, we would just be talking. We'd be like, man, if people could hear us, they would just be cracking up laughing. And we was like, why don't we go live? I'm going to be honest with you. 8 years ago, messed up indeed. Smells like bad life choices. Such a waste. There was always hope. Yeah. Don't kill yourself is the message behind the joke. My favorite one was my favorite. So let me be honest with you. My favorite song from Nirvana was the one that they did on MTV Unplugged. I forget the name of it, but the MTV Unplugged, definitely my favorite Nirvana song. Anyway, me, Rob 93, and Andy from Andy's Angels were like, yo, let's go live, all three of us together. How old you think I am? How old you think I am? So we went live. All three of us went live, and we would rotate from different channels. We would go live on my channel, all three of us. Then we would go live on Andy's channel. Then we'd go live on Rob 93's channel. Then my channel, and we would rotate, right? And we were the first ones to ever, and I'm not trying to, like, smell myself or whatever, but in all honesty, we were the first ones in the fish genre that I know of to go live and just be funny and not be so serious about fish, right? We wasn't just all like fish and just bore the hell out of people. You know what I mean? We would talk about all kinds of stuff. We would joke about fish. We would talk crap about fish. Like, yeah, this fish is stupid. Look at it. Look how ugly it is. Da, 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 da. We would say the things that people wouldn't say, but we'd say it out loud. and we would laugh, and people would have so much fun listening um, to it. And I can't think of anybody before us that did uh, um, live streams like that. And over time, and things happen, people stop becoming friends. But here I am, I'm still doing this, right? So I've seen other people do live streams similar to this, where they just go live and they kind of just wing it. And whatever happens, happens. Anyway, I say all this because I watch I watch people give these other channels super chat after super chat after super chat after super chat. And I think to myself, well, this is boring as hell. These people are boring the hell out of me. And I know people come to my live and they have a good time. They have been for years. And whenever someone needs help, I feel like I give them realistic, non-judgmental help. Like everything stops. All the hee hee ha ha stop. And we talk about fish stuff. And I see them giving, and I'm like, why do they not do that for me? So yeah, I started getting kind of saucy. So I stopped live streaming. And I was like, F these people. Da, 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 da. But and then I missed the interaction that I would have with people. You know what I mean? So now I don't worry about super chat. Now that's why you probably get so many commercials, because I put my commercials on high because I don't ask for super chats. My super chat thing is on, but I don't ask for any of that stuff. I don't rely on it. I go, you know what? I'm gonna let YouTube pay me whatever. But I enjoy that people enjoy hanging out with me, and if somebody's having a bad day, that they, somebody smiles, and I know it makes me have a good day when I have a real good live stream like this. Like I'm going on 2 hours now. You guys know I used to never go on 2 hours unless it's good, you know. So anyway, I'm glad, June, that you're having a good time, because I'm having a good time knowing that you're having a good time. There was a time where I wasn't gonna do this. I was been like, you know what? Nobody wants to appreciate me. Fine, I don't appreciate. I'm not gonna da 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 da. Then I started thinking, I'm like, I appreciate just doing this and being here for people, because it helps me out. It helps me out up here too. You know what I mean? It does. It does. It helps me out. I ain't gonna lie to you. June, are you still looking for lungfish longfin Oscars? I have access to them, but only 3 to, you know what? 3 to 3.5 inches now equals 10 inches in a year from now. So yeah, that's a good size. I want them. Yeah, yeah. I think I remember you saying that you were just a year or two younger than me. I am 50 years old. I am 50 years old. 5-0, baby. Like a Mustang. I had a Mustang 5.0 before. I love that car. I miss it. My favorite car in the whole wide world, my 5.0. My funky butt, I make frowns upside downs. Where should I get the fish from? I can't find them at PetSmart, and I don't want to get them online, or at least I would rather not. Okay, so let me hold up, Whitetail. I'm as old as your grandpa. I told you I was immature as hell, man. I bet your grandpa don't look this good. Um. So, let me tell you something, Whitetail. There's something to be said No, I didn't have all that fancy stuff. I didn't have all that fancy stuff. Why you trying to 5.0 shame me? Huh? Why you trying to 5.0 shame me? I don't have no grandchildren. I got a 27-year-old son. I have no grandchildren. That's why I'm so young. What's up, Mel? How you doing? That's why I'm so young. I ain't got no. Everybody, you laughing? Why you trying to 5.0 shame me? Oh, my 5.0 is better than your 5.0. So, everybody I went to high school with. What? I am a grandfather as of 14 years ago. Wow. Everybody I went to high school with has grandchildren. Like Running Waters have grandchildren in their teens. I do not. I'm old enough to be your dad. Yeah, I got a 27-year-old son. He'll be 28 in November. But let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something. I also have a 13-year-old daughter and a 7-year-old daughter. So yeah. What? Huh? Let me tell y'all. Yeah. So y'all know what that means. Daughter is 32 and 16. Grandchildren 14 and 3. Hello, Funk and Chat. What's up, man? Cecil Mayberry. Your oldest son is 45. Yeah. You have 5 grandkids? Damn! 11, 10, 6. You're old as dirt. I bet you got an autographed Bible. I bet your first ID was etched in a brick. I bet your social security number is 45. I bet your first job was bussing tables at the Last Supper. I bet your first cruise was on Noah's Ark. Middle son turned 40 this year. Oh, I have to tease him. June. Hey, take a cold shower, Wheezy. Wheezy, you just take yourself a cold shower, all right? Hey, hey, Whitetail. I don't even have nothing. I don't even have nothing up here for that one. I'm getting one special. Hey, man. What the hell are we doing over here? We're doing Love Connection on Aqua Funk? You don't worry about how old my daughter is. You just don't worry about how old my daughter is, all right? Um, you're adoptable. You're adoptable. Yeah, me too. I'm adoptable too. So what the hell are we doing with this Wheezy June? What the hell is going on over here? You trying to pawn your kids off on Wheezy? Wheezy, you trying to trade lovers for fish? Hey, I got some Oscars. You got a son? June, I got some veiled Oscars. You got a son? Huh? Huh? Let's talk business. Let's talk business. How many Oscars we talking about? Huh? How tall is your son? Huh? What's his credit score? Because I got they're long thin lemon Oscars. Hey, what's up, Cam? How you doing? Why you put Cam up there? I put CAM. She gonna put CAME. Everybody gotta sign us. What are we doing? Hey, what's up, Cam? How you doing? Oh man, what the hell is going on in this chat? This is sick. Everybody needs to go to church on Sunday. That's all I know. You over here trying to do what is that arranged marriages? You trying to trade? Remember back in the day? Well, I don't say remember like I was there, but back in the day, you used to trade off your kids and marry them for like some ox. Like, oh, I got 3 oxes, a goat, and a stubborn mule for your daughter. Okay, cool. You go over here and be like, I got 3 lemon veil tail Oscars and L123456666 pleco for your son. The hell? Yes. Do you funk? You remember it? Yeah. No, I don't remember. I don't. You hush your mouth. You hush your mouth. Came. I don't know what happened. Came. Came. It's all messed up. It's just ridiculousness after ridiculousness. Sounds like a good trade to you? A son for some Oscars? It's better than my P name.
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
I'm trying to. Okay. All right. Okay. Kane names it. It's very aggressive. Warrior princess name or something. One stream you asked everybody about their first pet's name. I can't remember what I said 2 seconds ago. More or less what I said however long ago. And you probably did say that your first pet. Well, you probably did tell us. I don't remember the name though. I really don't. It was probably like devourer of men. I don't know. I don't know. It was something like like not like I don't know. Zora, the devourer of men. Zora? Zora? Could it be Zora? Like a barbarian princess name or something like that? I don't know. I would imagine it would be something like that. You missed lunch? Yeah, it's going on 5 o'clock. I would imagine you did. You just went with it. Uh, nachos. All right, listen. 2 hours, 10 minutes. It's almost 2 where you're at? Oh, you in Oregon. That's right. You way the hell over there. You're in Oregon, right? Is it Oregon? Or Washington State? Funk, there's only 5 years left until you have it till we... What? Funk, there's only 5 years left until you have it. Tell me what you were talking about. I don't remember what the hell. I don't remember what I was talking about to tell you what I was talking about. When are you guys going? June lives in California. That's right. When are you going to realize? I just said I don't remember what I say immediately after I say it. I'm telling you. What's up from Scotland? How you doing? Fishy things. What is up? How y'all guys doing? I'm glad y'all showed up. I'm trying to remember what I say from time to time. I hope, listen, for those of you who just showed up in the chat, I hope you don't expect anything, what's the word I'm looking for? Productive or helpful in concerning fish from this chat. For me, I'm gonna tell you why. Because nobody will let me talk about fish. They want me to talk about different stuff. They want me to talk about stuff like what they name their hoo-has and how to barter their children against each other and all kinds of stuff. Like that's what this chat's about. Bartering children and naming giblets. That's what we do here. 10 minutes to 5 on the East Coast. Yep. 10 to 5 on the East Coast. 10 p.m. here. Oh yeah, 10 p.m. all the way in in Scotland. That's right. Scotland. Mr. G, do you have aquariums in Scotland? Well, I know you have aquariums in Scotland, but you in Scotland at this moment, do you have an aquarium? What's it like to keep fish in Scotland? Bro. No, she was not talking about that, Whitetail. What are you talking about? Why would somebody say something like that on this chat? That's ridiculous. What would you say? So in the United States right now, so look, I have a theory about people that keep fish in Europe and that keep fish in the United States. My observations from YouTube, because I don't know, I've never been to Scotland, although I do want to go, is that people in Europe don't have as many aquariums, but the ones that they do have are immaculate. Like they're really, really like all thought out and they're very, very clean. Whereas in the United States, we have a lot of big aquariums and they're all just like thrown together for the most part. Like, hey, yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that they're crap. They're not crap, but they're like, they're like not as like meticulous. Like the heater is like hanging. You know what I'm saying? the intake is like laying is all cockeyed and stuff. You know what I'm saying? There's crust around the edges of the tank. Big and nasty. Big and nasty. This is gonna get interesting. It's not gonna get that interesting because my phone's about to die. Funk did 2000s. What you talking? You know what? This whole metal. Listen, this is what when you talk to me about metal bands. Again, this is what I hear. I don't know what you're talking about when you're talking about metal bands, bro. It's like another language. It's like you're talking in tongues. Skibbity doo. I don't know what you're talking about. Big and nasty. Funk, did you say 2000s new metal bands? New metal hands? LOL, he said, I don't know. That music. What music do I listen to? Honestly, right now, I don't listen to anything current. I don't listen to the crap current. I listen to a lot of salsa now. I listen to older hip hop, you know. I listen to neo soul. I listen to a lot of neo soul. You know, Jill Scott, Maxwell, Erykah Badu, Music Soul Child, Indie Ari, stuff like that. I know you don't know what that is. Metallica is one of the worst metal bands. If you say so, I will take your word for it. I don't think we are that different from each other. Possibly more Planet Tanks in Europe and UK. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. Every time I see videos or pictures of aquariums in Europe, they're always they're very clean. You know what I mean? They're very clean. Let me see what this says. Not gonna lie, Sasa is sucking me in. Why did that? YouTube blocked that statement. Oh yeah, cool. And the gameplay. Hey, listen, my phone is about to die. Damn. All right, so listen. If subscribe and hit the thing, the bell. I go live very random. You can tell me any of Metallica's song or albums better than Rust in Pieces. They're only good ones. I don't know. Again, listen, Whitetail, again. Listen, but before I go, let me say this though. Let me say this before I go. On a total serious note, countdown to the extinction. Are you talking about like Y2K? Is that what we talk about? Countdown to extinction, Y2K? Let me on a serious note, Whitetail. I appreciate the fact that you are cycling your tank the old-fashioned way, the right way. I really do. I think you're going to be a better fish keeper for it. People are going to have problems, and you're going to be able to help them with the correct answer because you're going to know the nitrogen cycle. Now, you said that you don't want to buy online. The truth of the matter is you don't want to pay shipping, and you want to be able to pick your fish out. Those are the two reasons why people don't want to buy online. I know, because I want to be able to pick my fish out, because I don't trust the people on the other side to send me a quality fish. Right? Like there might be a fish in that tank that looks better than the other fish, and I don't know if they're going to send me, or they're just going to grab whatever fish out of there. Right? You don't know if the people that you're buying the fish from have quality tanks because you're not there. That's what you don't want to do. And on top of that, you don't want to pay shipping. But let me bring this one. Let me bring this to you. Let me bring this up. Oh, was it? Sorry, great album. Let me bring this up to you. I get it. I totally get it. But if you can't find a fish you want, there are great people on YouTube. Wheezy from Menagerie Habitat and the Sword of Omens and the Castle of Grayskull, where you can see what she's got, how she keeps her fish, and this, that, and the other. Yeah, are you going to pay for shipping? Yes, you are. But if you can't get what you want locally, and you have listened to what she was talking about, you was like, oh, I heard her talk about this. I seen how she take care of her fish there. I seen how her shop is. I like the way she's helped me. She's helped me in the past answer questions. Then why not pay the extra money for the shipping, knowing that you're going to get quality? Or you can save yourself a couple of bucks and get yourself whatever from wherever locally and put it in your tank and totally mess up your whole tank. So don't put that out of your head completely. Don't put the fact that they're I confuse myself a lot. Don't put the fact that, don't put that whole I don't want to buy online. Don't put it out of your head completely, because there are people out there doing it the right way. And if they're showing you their stuff online and they're being totally open about it and transparent, then give them a shot, especially if you see something you want and something you like and you trust what they say. Just saying. The fish that you're looking for, if you can't find them and you know that's what you want, if someone online like Wheezy or anybody else has it and you trust them, go ahead and do it. Pay the extra money. It's worth it. You will be paying the same amount of money, if not more, by going to your local fish, your crappy local fish store, your big box store, buying the fish, having it die. Buying the fish, having it die. Buying the fish, having it die. Or even worse, buying the fish and having it kill all your other fish because it entered a disease into your aquarium. You actually end up spending more money sometimes. See what I'm saying? So just to put that out. Anyway, listen, I appreciate every single one of y'all. Next time I go live, if you guys are available, please hop on. We'll have some more good times and more ridiculous. I'll say some more stupid stuff that you guys will just be like, I can't believe you said that, because I'll be right along with you. I'll be like, I can't believe I said that either.
Ding 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 bong ding ding bong ding 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 bong ding ding ding